Part 2, Azog and Bolg. We start the Desolation of Smaug exactly where we left off in an unexpected journey, being chased by orcs on wargs. Because we didn't see enough of that in the first movie, I guess. Don't you just love it when you see the same fucking thing over and over again? I know I do. It never gets old. So Azog is still chasing them because he has nothing better to do and doesn't seem to know when to give up. Even after the company escapes him in the first movie, he's still using the same method. Chase and kill. Shouldn't he be like, when a villain's motivation is, I want to kill him because I'm a badass? I guess I shouldn't think too much. Then when they finally arrive at Beorn's house, Azog stops because Beorn is standing guard, even though we find out later that Azog used to be in the habit of killing skin changers all the time. And since, they outnumber Beorn by 10-1 and they're on Wargback and seem to have the drop on him, Azog still decides to postpone the attack. Why? Shouldn't he be like, cool, the last skin changer and Thorin Oakenshield, let's do this. Then they swarm and kill Beorn, skin him, then ambush the dwarves as they sleep while wearing Beorn's remains. Instead, he decides that they should attack them on the road again, because it's been so successful in the past. Lazy writing. Then a new orc shows up. He has metal embedded in his head and body and cataracts, so he must be a bad guy. And he's all like, instead of Azog being like, fuck off, I've been chasing these dwarves for the past week and now that I have them in one spot I can finally kill them, which I've been wanting to do for years, he leaves. He gets on his walk and goes. Then a Dol Guldur, the spirit of the necromancer, orders him to lead his army instead of killing Thorin. Because Azog is incredibly good at winning battles and leading armies in successful attacks. Not. So then Azog's like, fine, and passes the torch to this new orc named Bolg. This is it. This is the moment that made me think two things. 1. Peter Jackson doesn't give a shit about making a good villain anymore. 2. Audiences are fucking stupid. All that matters in these scripts is that the bad guys are ugly, know how to shout, and try to kill the good guys. Motivation? Nah. Audiences are still going to buy the tickets because it has the title, The Hobbit. All they needed to explain was that Thorin needed to be assassinated so there could be no king to reclaim the throne of Erebor, which would help the Necromancer, which would help the Necromancer's goals. Anyways, now we have a new villain to throw on the pile. Bolg. Bolg's goal is the exact same as Azog's and Yazneg's. His methods are the exact same as Azog's and Yazneg's. In profile in the wide shot, he's almost identical to Azog. He is white, just like Azog. He is completely interchangeable with Azog. Explain to me, other than their names and how they look, how these orcs are different from one another. Please, I would love to know. Please email me at you'rewrong@fuckyou.com. Also, when Azog shouts, Bolg! And the music's all like, and Bolg struts into the shot, it's a villain introduction, and it's actually pretty cool. Except we already met Bolg in the scene prior, with a lame normal introduction that made us go, oh, just another orc, I guess. Actually, I just noticed a pattern in these movies. If the character is CGI and gets a close-up, they'll be in the movie quite a bit. So Bolg takes up the job of killing Thorin, so he continues to do the exact same thing Azog did in the last movie. Chase and attack on sight. Clever strategy. They track the dwarves to the kingdom in Mirkwood, but obviously can't get in. How do you know that? Do you normally sneak around elven kingdoms and memorize all the guard shifts? Even if he does, we never see him attempt to get into the fortress. So what was the point of this? Bolg, you're not off to a good start. Then he attacks them at the river gate dam thing. Wait, what is this thing? It's not a dam. It's a gate. And the hole's too small for a boat to fit through, so it has no purpose as a toll gate. And it doesn't make sense for it to act as a defensive gate either, because it's downstream from the kingdom. So no enemy could attack upstream in boats. Maybe they have a lot of accidents, elves are constantly tripping and falling into the water, so they put the gate there to prevent them from being swept away into the rapids. But then why are there half a dozen guards there? All of them stand there all day in case the gate needs to be shut? Or maybe it was an action set piece to try to create tension. Anyways, Balg still fails. Maybe they should make a plan to like head the orcs off between Lake Town and the mountain. You know, like be proactive and think ahead. I'm sure they know by now that they're clearly headed for the mountain. Maybe like set up some sort of ambush on the mountain slope, some archers waiting ahead of them, cavalry waiting to flank them and kill the stragglers. Or you just keep chasing them, you know, whatever the fuck you want. I'm sure no one would hear dozens of armor-clad orcs jumping from roof to roof. Wouldn't Balg assume that they went straight to the mountain? So then Balg goes and tells some orcs that he fucked up too, and to go tell Sauron, fuck it. And then he hears Legolas killing lots of orcs, and instead of being like, wait, one of you go, the rest come with me, he sends 8 scouts to deliver one message into video game world, and then tells 2 orcs to come with him. When the audience can see villains making stupid fucking decisions, it really doesn't make them look scary.
We were winging it. We were winging some of that stuff. Which just means that we were making it up as we went along.
Then he sees Legolas and the audience is like, oh right, the whole movie's been leading up to this. Oh wait, no one hasn't. And then Balg's like, let's fuck. I mean, I'm a badass. And Legolas is like, I'm a badass too, but I'm like a good badass. Then Balg gets cock-blocked by like these orcs, and Legolas doesn't care because he's a slut. And then Balg decides to fake being stabbed. I don't get what's going on here. I've watched this like 5 times in a fucking row, and I still don't get what the point of him kneeling is. Is it like a... Like, he was, like, tricking Legolas and thinking he was stabbed? But
we were winging it. We were winging some of that stuff, which just means that we were making it up as we went along.
That fails. He decides to bear hug Legolas and burp, and that doesn't work, and then he pushes him away to fight 2 other orcs, and then, like, 3 of them turn into cartoon characters, and Balg walks away because he doesn't care? He's mad? He's a coward? I don't know. Why did he go over to Legolas in the first place? Maybe they didn't know how to end the scene.
Which just means that we were making it up as we went along.
But then Legolas is like,
you made me bleed my own blood.
This means that a red sun will rise in the morning, and that really pisses him off. So then he gets on a CGI horse and follows Balg into computer land, where they'll presumably pick up this incredible love story in movie 3. Oh. All in all, Balg and Azog have not done anything important in this movie. Other than... Oh my god, a dwarf is bleeding. This is groundbreaking. I always thought they were invincible. This changes everything. I take it all back, Balg. You're the best fucking gold star of this fucking villain.